Hi there, thank you for joining me for today's practice. My name is Paula. So today's practice will be, it's a great one to do anytime and a really great one to do regularly. Just will work through the whole body, but it is still quite gentle. We'll start seated on the ground. If you do have a block, then please just have it nearby, just for one of the poses you might want to use it. And yeah, make sure you're nice and comfortable, and let's make a start. So we're going to start in a comfortable cross-legged position, and let's bring the right leg in front. I will just mirror you for this part, and resting the hands down onto the legs when you're ready, closing down the eyes. Making any little adjustments to make yourself feel comfortable. And once you've found your seat, gently bringing the attention to the breathing. Noticing the breath coming in and out through the nose. Just allowing the face to be soft and the shoulders relaxed. Bringing all of yourself to this moment. And if there is an intention or sankalpa that you would like to work with today, then please bring it to mind and repeat it to yourself 3 times. Thinking of your sankalpa in the present tense. And then bring your attention back to your breathing, starting to slow down the inhale and slow down the exhale. And let's blink open the eyes. Release the arms down by your side, taking an inhale to reach the arms out, up above the head, looking towards the thumbs, and then exhale, draw the hands down through the center line. And then again, take the arms out, inhale, imagine you're gathering energy, and then as you exhale, draw the energy down and in when you bring the palms down. One more time, inhale, reaching up, and then exhale, drawing the hands down. Let's take the arms out to the side, palms facing down, lengthening out through the fingertips here, really reaching out. And then as you take an inhale, we're going to turn the palms to face up and then start to lift the sternum up, externally rotating the upper arms. And then as you exhale, we're going to go the other way. So rotating the thumbs down and back, draw the navel in and dropping the chin in. And then again, inhale, turn the palms up, rotate the arms out, lifting through the sternum, lift the eyes, and then exhale, drawing the navel in as you C-curve through the spine. One more time like that, inhaling and exhaling. And then inhale, come back through center, bring the arms up above the head, hands shoulder width apart, and then as you exhale, twisting to your right, taking the back of the left hand to the outer edge of that right thigh, looking over the shoulder. Just find a spot for your eyes to rest. Just turning just as far back without overstraining the neck here. Just both sitting bones grounding down, particularly that left one. As you inhale, think about extending up through both sides of the waist. And then as you exhale, just gently turning the left side of the body towards the right. Taking one more full breath, inhaling, staying for the exhale, see if there's any more space. And then taking an inhale, releasing back to center. And then as you exhale, starting to walk your hands forward as to where you can. Sitting bones grounding down, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And if you've got space to go all the way forward, feeling free to extend as far forward as you can, or you might just take it a little bit more relaxed with the arms. Stay with your breathing. And then let's walk the hands back upright, taking that right hand away from the hip and taking the left arm up and over, coming into this side bend variation, and maybe that right forearm goes all the way down, eyes can look up towards the ceiling, pressing down through that left sitting bone, opening up through the side body. One more full breath. And then taking an inhale, coming back upright. And let's swap the legs around, bringing that left leg in front now. And let's take the arms up to shoulder high. And just once again, reaching out through the fingertips. And then we're just coming into these rotations again. So turning the palms to face up and back, lifting the sternum. Take an inhale and then exhale to C-curve through the spine and internally rotate the upper arms. Draw the navel in and then inhale, lifting up through the chest, lift the eyes, and then exhaling. And one more time, inhale, and then exhale, and then inhale, coming back to neutral, take the arms up, and then exhale, twisting to your left back of the right hand to the outer edge of the left thigh, looking over the left shoulder. And again, finding a spot for the eyes to rest. Trying to relax the shoulders away from the ears. As you inhale, thinking about growing up through both sides of the waist. As you exhale, it's that right side of the body turning towards the left. Taking one more full breath, inhale, stay for the exhale, see if there's any more space. And then inhale to release back to center, and then starting to walk your hands forward to where you can. Shoulders away from the ears. Deep, easy breaths. Walking your hands back up, taking that left hand away from the hip, and right arm comes up and over, dropping the underneath shoulder away from the ear, and maybe you can come all the way down to the forearm. Just see how you're going. We don't want that right hip to be lifting all the way up. Pressing down through that right sitting bone and extending out through the top fingers. Taking one more full breath, inhale. Staying for the exhale. And then on the next in-breath, let's come all the way back up, coming over the knees, coming into an active child's pose. So tucking the toes under, knees and feet hip distance apart, sitting back towards the heels, reaching out through the fingers, forehead can come down onto the mat, pressing down through the palms of the hands. And then imagine you're trying to pull the mat apart, but the hands aren't going to move. So we're just like activating, broadening through the upper back here. Armpits rotating to face one another. Taking an inhale. As you exhale, curve the spine up towards the ceiling as you move into your tabletop. Now you can release the toes and unfurling into a very gentle up-facing dog position. Elbows pointing back as you roll all the way down. And then we're going to reverse that action. So inhale into your cobra, and then exhale to sit back, tucking the toes under, coming back into this active child's pose, taking an inhale to hold. Exhale, C-curve through the spine to come up, releasing the tops of the feet down, shoulder heads back, inhale, releasing down. exhaling here, and then taking another inhale, coming up. Exhale, tuck the toes under, pressing back. We'll just do one more here. Inhale, exhale, C curve. Inhaling, unfurl. Exhale to lower. Inhale, coming up, and then exhale to sit back. Come into your tabletop position here. Taking an inhale, center, lifting the eyes. As you exhale, bring the hands over to the left. Karate chop that right hand and then sit back towards that right heel. Just opening up through that upper right arm and side body. And then come back to center, coming into your cat, taking an inhale. Exhale, hands to the right, karate chop that left hand and sit back towards that left heel. And then inhale into your cat in the center. Exhale, hands to the left, karate chop that right hand, pulling back into that right heel. And again, inhale, center. Exhale, hands to the left, karate chop that left hand, pulling back, relaxing the muscle at the base of the neck. One more time, we're going to hold each side now. Take an inhale and then exhale, karate chop that right hand, pulling back, just holding it here. You can relax that left arm, relax the shoulders, find the breath. And then come back to center. Last time, inhale, and then exhale, sitting back towards that left heel, relaxing that right arm down. And then returning back to center. Tuck the toes under, press back into down facing dog. Just holding here in stillness for a couple of breaths. Steady the gaze in between the ankles. Just sealing down through the inner edges of the hands. Drawing the quadriceps up if you can. If you need to keep your knees slightly bent, that's fine. And then let's take an inhale to rise up onto the balls of the feet. And then exhale to lower. And again, inhale to rise, draw the quadriceps up. And then exhale to lower. And again, inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. And let's walk the hands back towards the feet. Bend the knees, drop the heels down, let the head be completely relaxed. Take a spine roll to come up to standing. Taking the arms out to the side, reaching the palms up, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold into your Uttanasana here, letting the head relax down. Feel free to bend the knees. Take an inhale into your halfway lift, shoulder heads away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Hook the thumbs as you come up, reach out through the fingertips, come into this butterfly grip with the hands. Drop the tailbone down, little lean back with the upper body as the hips come forward, lift the eyes, inhale, and then exhale. Bend through the knees, keep the arms as they are, and then release as you take them back behind the back, interlacing through the fingers, and then trying to extend the arms to straighten. Just the way you can. Hold it here for a couple of breaths. Allow the head to hang. As you exhale, see if there's space to just bring the arms a little bit further away from the back. One more full breath. And then gently releasing those arms. Take an inhale into your halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Bend the knees, walk your hands out into your down facing dog. Just take a moment here, one breath. And then rising up to the balls of feet, taking that left leg up to your three-legged dog. Inhale, exhale to step it forward in between the hands. Come down to that right knee, release the top of the right foot down. Taking the arms up into your low lunge position here. Just taking a breath, just hold it here for a moment. Ground down through that left heel. lifting up through that right hip. Just taking one more inhale, maybe leaning back with the upper body here, lifting the eyes. As you exhale, bring that left forearm down onto that left thigh and take the right arm up and over. So we're coming into this side bend variation here. You might stay here, or if it's available, use your block or bring the left hand all the way down to the mat, and maybe your eyes can look up towards the ceiling. One more full breath. And then circling that right arm down, framing the front foot, taking an inhale. And then as you exhale, start to straighten into this left leg. And we're going to walk the hands all the way back to come into a seated position. So you can sit with the right foot to the outside of the hip. If this doesn't work for you, then just bring that right foot to rest onto the inner edge of that left thigh. And then opening out this right knee. We're just opening out, so we're turning the torso to face the side. Left hand to the inside, right hand to the outside of that right leg. Take an inhale. As you exhale, twisting to the right for a moment, relaxing the shoulders down, and then using this left hand to slide down the left leg. Maybe the elbow comes in. This is not important though. Take that right arm up and over. Try to relax the muscles at the base of the neck. And then from here, we're going to take this right arm behind the back, reaching for the inner edge of that left thigh, and then turn the eyes to look down towards that left knee. Trying to draw the tip of the right shoulder away from the right ear. Maybe just tucking the chin in very slightly, just opening up through that right side of the neck and right shoulder. And then release that back arm, take that right arm up and over. Maybe the eyes go back up again, taking one more breath. On the next in-breath, coming back up. Bringing that right knee forward again, and then walking your hands forward and stepping back into down-facing dog. Take a breath here in your down-facing dog. And then taking that right leg up into your three-legged dog. Inhale and exhale, stepping it forward in between the hands. Come down to that left knee. Release the top of the left foot down. Sweeping the arms up into your low lunge. Holding it here. Reaching up through the pinky fingers. Press down through that right heel. And maybe you want to go just a little bit deeper for this last breath here, lifting the sternum, lift the eyes, taking an inhale. And then as you exhale, bringing that right forearm down, left arm comes up and over, eyes can look up towards the ceiling. And maybe for some, taking that right hand down to your block or down to the floor. And then let's release that left arm down, framing the front foot, taking an inhale. As you exhale, starting to walk the hands back, straightening into this right leg and sitting all the way back so that left foot ends up on the outside of that left hip. And then let's open this left leg out, just to where you can. Try to have both sitting bones down. And I forgot to say on the other side, if you need to be a little bit shorter, then please just feel free to keep it narrow. Just work within your range here. Bring the right hand to the inside of the leg, left hand to the outside. Take an inhale. Exhale, twisting to the left for a moment, and then sliding that right hand down, taking the left arm up and over. Trying to keep both sitting bones down on the ground. Eyes can look up towards the ceiling. And then from here, let's wrap this left arm behind the back. We're just working towards that inner edge of that right thigh. And then eyes looking down towards that right knee. Chin slightly tucking in. Just drawing the tip of that left shoulder away from the left ear. And let's release that, taking that left arm back up and over. Eyes can look up again. Just one more breath. On your next inhale, coming back up, bringing that left foot or left knee, forward, and then starting to walk your hands forward. Step back into your down facing dog. Take an inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet, and then let's just turn the feet out a little bit. You might need to walk your feet out a bit wider, coming down into your Malasana squat here, and start with the palms, the hands together. And then we're just going to go for a variation where we move and twist, but if you'd like to just hold, then feel free to hold. Otherwise, taking hold of the outside of that left ankle, take the left hand to the base of the skull, take an inhale to turn to the left, looking up, and then exhale, release, recenter, swapping it around, left hand to the outside edge of that right ankle, right hand to the base of the head, inhale to twist, and then exhale, swapping it over, inhale to twist, and then again, center, twisting to the right as you inhale, and then exhale through center, releasing, walking your hands forward, coming into your down facing dog. Just taking one more breath here. Just looking forward, coming down onto the knees, sitting over to one side and extending your legs out. Coming into your Dandasana for a moment, arms down by your side, inhaling, extend the arms up, and then exhale, reaching forward to where you can, holding the outside edges of the legs or the feet. Let's take one more inhale to extend out through the spine, and then exhale, trying to reach that sternum a little bit further forward. Holding here. Just notice if there's any unnecessary effort here. You might even just let the head really relax for this last posture. And then taking an inhale to release, arms up, and we're going to roll all the way down onto our back. Take an inhale and then exhale, draw the navel in, pressing down through the backs of the legs. Once you're there, letting the feet open out, falling away from one another. Arms a little bit away from the body, palms facing up. Closing down the eyes. Taking a few fuller, deeper breaths. Just feeling the whole body sink and relax into the ground. Allowing the breathing to return to its natural rhythm. Allowing yourself to come to complete rest for the next few minutes. Please feel free to stay resting here for as long as you would like to. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.